darlings, welcome to Tea with Justine. I'm super excited to introduce you to my friend Diana Ho. You know, I love bringing on awesome women who are entrepreneurs, women who are empowering other women, women who are just making the world a better place, and she is one of them.
Thank you.
Diana, for like as long as I can remember since we were in high school, has been designing stuff. Like, I remember she used to make tote bags for us, and now she has this awesome jewelry line that you can purchase through Etsy. And I will post all the information below in the description, but I wanted to talk to her about her designs and how she gets her inspiration, and then also maybe get a little jewelry making tutorial.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to share and talk about my journey with you guys.
Awesome. Let's have some tea.
Okay.
This tea I'm super excited about.
Me too.
I just brought it back from England, and it's from Twinings. It is a green tea with apples and elderflower, and it just smells amazing. It smells like spring and jewelry.
Cheers.
Cheers. You've been designing for a long time. What sparked that?
It's kind of crazy because you reminded me that my first business venture was the tote bag senior year in high school, right?
I bought one. Mine had a giant smiley face on it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was when I was working at a fabric store. I feel like I've always been designing forever. Even when I was younger, my mom used to buy those like cheesy plastic beads, and I would make out of using like dental floss as my thread, like these long cheesy non-matching necklaces, right? And then she would bring it to work and then sell them, and then come back with like $3 and be like, "Hey," she probably bought them herself though.
So your mom though was the one who sparked sort of the business aspect of it.
She did. And it's kind of crazy because now that I have like the business and it's like here, and like I've always noticed something I wanted to do, but now when I think back on how early I started, it was actually really young.
Yeah, I remember.
Crazy.
I mean, I remember like she'd have it all laid out on the lawn, and like people would just come by and bag it, like almost like it was a yard sale, but it was stuff she created, so it was pretty cool. But now you're designing jewelry, so tell us a little more about Diana Ho Design.
Okay, so, well, if we want a little bit back history, when I first started Diana Ho Designs, it was actually me hand painting on a collection of shoes. But
I remember. I also got a pair of those too.
The music
ones. Exactly.
I still have
See, I've been a loyal customer since like
have.
2005 or whatever.
You've been like a part of it since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know? I got into jewelry, well, around the time when I was getting ready to launch DianaHoDesigns.com for like the shoe business. Started working on jewelry in 2012. I launched Diana Ho Designs jewelry shortly after my mom passed away from cancer, but she was really a big influence into why I got into jewelry in the first place, because it was actually my last year studying at Cal State Fullerton before graduating, and that's when she became like terminally ill, and she ended up needing to like apply in a hospice. So we ended up having a kind of like a hospice situation in our living room. So I kind of took a short semester, the last year, first semester. It was a short semester, and I just took 2 classes, and I would come home and take care of her. And I never made any type of jewelry before that. I always kind of thought about it, but I never made anything. And I myself was never much of a jewelry person. I mainly love shoes, you know?
Yeah.
But my mom has always loved jewelry. You know, like every holiday, she'd really buy me a really expensive piece of jewelry. And she would always tell me like, you know, jewelry kind of lasts, and like I love jewelry, and I want you to love jewelry, and it's kind of like a treasure to have, like long after I'm gone type of thing. Yeah. And so when she was in hospice and I was just like at home taking care of her, my brother's then girlfriend, she had brought very like novel jewelry making things to the house, beads and like stretch cord and bohemian things like that. And she bought a ton of it and would like just left it in the kitchen in the house. And she was, I'm just gonna leave this here, but like feel free to use it. Like if you want to make jewelry, make as much as you want. So I literally just started making those like stretch bead hand pieces, similar to what I'm wearing now, but now it's 14K gold plated and CZ.
I still have my stretch one, and it had like a bit of turquoise on it too.
That's one of the original first ones.
I know. You know what? I've been a loyal customer since
you
like.
You really have. I figured that
you
like me.
I know. From tote bags to shoes to elastic bracelets.
To now this like awesome jewelry line. Anyway, but so I made these like stretch cord stretch beaded hand pieces. And like my mom's hospice nurses like would come every few hours to check up on her, and like a lot of them were young women, and they would look at what I was making like, oh my gosh, I love that, are you selling it? And me, like graduating from like entrepreneurship school soon, I was like, yes, I do sell these. And
Quick
she
thinking.
was just like, oh, I would love to order like 5 of them for like $20, I think I priced it at. And I was like, okay, cool, I can have these ready by the end of the day. So all of my first customers were like her nurses during hospice, and then like the flower woman who did the flowers for her service after she had passed. And then right after that, it was really this kind of like synchronicity that happened with like me just falling into place being like a business owner of a jewelry store.
That's awesome.
You know,
That's
and
awesome.
it is an intangible connection, and I feel like my mom kind of behind me and supporting me.
Oh,
so.
totally. I'm sure she is. For someone who's not familiar with Diana Ho Designs, how would you describe Diana Ho Designs in 3 words?
In 3 words, I would call Diana Ho Designs very classic, elegant, and dainty, because
Totally
I
agree.
specialize in 14K gold filled dainty jewelry.
Oh,
With some sterling silver, rose gold stuff here and there.
Can we take a look at your studio?
Yes, of course we can do that.
Awesome.
It's a little bit of a mess, but I love it.
Let's go. Okay, so we are in Diana's studio, and she is working on the finishing touches of a body chain, and she's going to show us how the magic happens.
Yes, I am here. So what I start off with is I start off with the raw chain. I make everything from scratch here in my studio, and I design everything as well. So I just buy raw chain like this, and then I just kind of measure it out to however much I need it and the length. And then I use these very essential open gold-filled jump rings. What they are is just like little tiny jump rings that help me connect my chain to and create whatever it is I need to make. So right now I'm just putting the finishing touches off this body chain. And then we can take a look at what this looks like on the mannequin. Okay, so this is actually one of my favorite body chains right now. These are like dainty 14K gold filled halter top body chain type things. And a lot of people think that you have to wear a body chain with a bathing suit, but that's really not true. I like design my body chain so that you can wear it with anything, you know, any type of tops or anything. So here we are.
Okay, so there's a little jewelry 101 for you. Thank you so much for having tea with me and showing us your studio.
You're
Diana.
welcome.
Remember to check her out on her Etsy page, as well as her social media, and I will post all the information below in the description. And remember to subscribe to our channel too, so we can discover the world through tea together. Bye! Toodles!